The NCLT has finally put out the order copy on the judgment that they had passed on 7th of June. This was on Piramal Capital and Housing Finance, the resolution plan submitted by them for DHFL, which was a successful resolution applicant. And of course, NCLT has said that they approved the 37,250 crore plan, something that they had said in the oral judgment on June 7th itself. And they have mentioned that, of course, in the order copy. That is the main operative part, but there are quite a few new details that have emerged in this order copy. And one of the most important things is that the NCLT has said that a managing committee must be set up, a monitoring committee must be set up for supervision of the resolution plan from the date of the order till the resolution plan is implemented. Now, NCLT has also given details about who should be part of this monitoring committee. They have said that the committee will have 3 COC nominated representatives, and also the RBI appointed administrator, Mr. Subramanya Kumar. They've also said that if the administrator assents to it, otherwise any other insolvency resolution professional should be appointed. But these are the members that should be there. They have also said that the committee should have 2 nominated representatives from the successful resolution applicant, that is Piramal Capital and Housing Finance Limited. NCLT themselves have appointed 1 member on the committee, which is ex-SEBI ED Ashok Kakkar. He will be also on the committee, which will be applicable till the implementation of the resolution plan. Now, additionally, NCLT has said they have approved the reverse merger of Piramal Capital and Housing Finance into DHFL, something that was a part of the resolution plan that PCHFL had submitted. So in the resolution plan, this is what Piramal had mentioned, that this is what they're going to be doing, and the NCLT has approved the reverse merger. For dissenting financial creditors, NCLT has said that they should be paid upfront cash and not debt securities prior to payments being made to other financial creditors, and that this part of the order is, the impact is coming in from the JP Kensington judgment by the Supreme Court, which said that this is how dissenting financial creditors should be treated, and a similar direction has been given by NCLT to the COC of DHFL as well. Now, remember back when the oral judgment had come in on 7th of June, NCLT had said that DHFL, the COC must reconsider the distribution of funds for small creditors and FD holders because they set to lose out the most. They get the lowest amount of recovery, which is why they have said that what happened in SR, like the COC went back and gave more funds and equal distribution of funds to small creditors, small financial creditors, and in this case also FD holders. Something similar should be done in this matter, although the NCLT has said that they are not going to be commenting on the commercial wisdom of what the COC has thought about it, but this is something that they have requested the COC to reconsider, and they have said in this judgment that the COC must take 2 weeks to consider this, the redistribution of funds, and revert back to NCLT as well. Now, additionally, the Army Group, they have said that should be treated as a separate class of creditors, and they should be repaid the entire amount that was the admitted claim amount of 39 crores, and that is something that the COC has been directed to do. Lastly, remember, the shares of DHFL have been suspended from trading. The last day of trading was 11th of June, so the trading will not take place effective 14th of June, and that is something that DHFL had informed the exchanges on 12th of June that these shares have been suspended from further trading. So this is basically the resolution plan is of course being set in motion, but we must remember that there could be further litigations. There could be 63 moves has said that they will go to the court against the approval of the resolution plan. There's already Kapil Wadhwan's request pending in the Supreme Court for his plan, his offer to be considered. All of these matters will come in the way, but the Supreme Court has said, but the NCLT has said in their order that the resolution plan must be implemented within 90 days of the order, excluding any litigation that has come in. So that is going to be important to watch out for, that how much of the litigation can delay the implementation of the resolution plan.